This conference will now be recorded.
Hey everyone, I want to go ahead and get started so we can be mindful of your time since my clock does show that it's 11 a.m. Thanks for logging on to the webinar today for Social Media Basics. This is part of East Texas Giving Day's efforts to help you guys be successful for Giving Day. I am Holly McFarland, PR Director for East Texas Communities Foundation, and as PR Director, East Texas Giving Day falls under my umbrella of responsibilities. Have you all muted today, but there is a chat window so that if you have questions, please feel free to type those in and we will try to address those as we get near the end. I'm also recording this webinar and we'll post it to easttexasgivingday.org under nonprofit resources once the video is completed. Be mindful that it might be before the end of the week before I get that finished. So probably Thursday afternoon or so before I can actually get that all up there. But I want you to know that this will be up there and you can share it with board members, volunteers, whomever is helping you complete your East Texas Giving Day strategy. Also, GoToMeeting has changed some of how their technology works. And if your laptop or computer has a video camera built in, your image may appear on the screen during this recording. So be mindful of that. You can go under your settings to turn your camera off. Or for those of us that are less techie, you may just want to put a post-it note over the camera that's built into your laptop. So heads up on that. Okay, so today we have a social media specialist that's going to lead this presentation. Jordan Sherrod is with M. Roberts Digital and serves as Digital Strategy Manager. In 2019, Jordan was extremely helpful to us with our Giving Day campaign and did a marvelous job of connecting East Texas Giving Day through our social media channels here at the foundation to donors across our 32 county service area. I am going to turn it over to Mr. Jordan so that he can share his insight with you guys for a successful campaign.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Holly. Appreciate it. Just doing a check. Can you hear me, Holly?
I can hear
you.
you
Good there? All right. Fantastic. Well, I'm sharing my camera just for a second. I just wanted you guys to see my face, and just wanted to say I'm very excited to begin and to just share with you guys some insights on some ways that you can engage with the community and with your followers through social media during East Texas Giving Day and beyond. Our goal really is to just give you guys some tools that will be helpful, again, not only just during East Texas Giving Day, but throughout the rest of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off, and then we'll focus on the slides that I've got and begin to go through them. So let me get that all the way full screen on my end. There we go. And then I'm going to push this kind of out of the side. Perfect. So I titled this Social Media 201. I don't want that to intimidate you. The only reason for doing that is I just really want to give you guys some deeper insights. I don't want to be complicated, but I do want to give you tools that are maybe a little deeper than what you've heard before. A lot of you know you should post, and you should post something about East Texas Giving Day, but you're not necessarily sure how exactly to do that or how much to do that. So hopefully we'll get some tools today that you guys can use, not only, again, for this day, but throughout the rest of the year. So again, my name is Jordan Sherrod, and I'm the creative manager here at M. Roberts Digital. I have been in Tyler for about 13 years, and I love this community. I love East Texas. M. Roberts Digital has locations here in Tyler, Longview, Victoria, but as a digital agency, we're able to serve clients worldwide. So we have groups that are everywhere in the U.S. and even some in Canada. And so it's my pleasure again to talk today about social media. I've been married for 4 years, and my wife and I are expecting our first child any day now. So she's at 38 weeks. So I'm glad to be here with you guys. I wasn't sure, 100% if we'd be able to be here, but we're So excited for our little girl coming into the world, but I'm very glad to be here with y'all. So as we begin to talk about social media, I wanted to take a 1,000-foot bird's eye view of social media and why we're talking about that, and just to understand the numbers. Because even though you may not be on social media, you may not be active on there, it's very important for your nonprofit to be on social media and to be engaged, because a lot of the community is on there, and it's a fantastic way to reach those who are in your community, and to let them know what's going on and how they can get involved. Because people really are, especially in East Texas, really are looking for ways to make a difference, to make an impact. And obviously that's why you guys are in the nonprofits that you're in, because you feel strongly about what you're doing and you think you can make a difference in your area. And so social media, again, is a fantastic way to connect with those around. Just recently, 2020, these new numbers came out. So 2.5 billion monthly active users are on Facebook, and that is phenomenal. That's worldwide, of course, but there are 7.5 billion people in the entire world. So for that percentage-wise to be on Facebook is truly mind-blowing. There's now 1 billion monthly active users on Instagram, and again, these are monthly active users. And so it is important that we're on these platforms as a way to reach the community, as a way to reach these people. And obviously, there's a lot of newer, hipper social media platforms that are out there. And, what's amazing is that both of these platforms continue to grow and continue to, be a place where we can engage with the culture, with the community. So just wanted to do that overview as we begin diving into this, but just thought that would be awesome. So there are two main things that I want to focus on today. One is just to talk about your home base, as I like to call it, on Facebook. This is a business's or a nonprofit's page, your Facebook page. And this is where your primary information is housed, where your profile picture is, where your contact info is, and it's important to optimize that place. I also want to talk about the content that comes from that home base. So these are your posts, your videos, your articles you share, the things that you want to communicate. We want to talk about that as well. I like to kind of see this visual where from your home base, all of this content is shared. And, initially when people engage with your content, they're just seeing, initially when they engage with something from you, they're just seeing your content. They're not necessarily seeing your home base at first. It might be a post that one of their friends shared that, hey, you're doing this big drive and you want to get as many people on board. And so a lot of your followers are sharing it. And so some people may see that post, and that may be the first time that they have some sort of interaction with your nonprofit. And so it's important that obviously the content that we put out there is engaging, is done with best practices. But then too, when people begin to get more interested in who you are and what you do, it's important that the home base, your nonprofit's page, is optimized as well. So those are the two things that we want to focus on today. We want to focus on optimizing your presence. So that's optimizing your nonprofit's page. And then we also want to focus on enhancing your content, making sure that what you're putting out there is best practice and is going to have the most impact for what you're wanting to do. So we'll talk first about just optimizing your presence. Optimizing your presence involves a lot of different things. Here's what we're going to talk about. And I won't spend a ton of time on each of these, but we're just going to overview the way that Facebook is these days, talk about profile picture, cover photo, the Our Story section on your page, pinning a post to the top of your page, inviting the engagers. I'll have more on that in a moment, and adding users, and then other platforms. We're just going to ask, should I be on them? And just briefly go over through some of the other platforms. So that's what's in this section. So Facebook, every year or so, Facebook updates their algorithm. That's the way that things show up on people's news feeds. And you might have noticed that. You might have been like, oh my goodness, in the past year, I now see for every one post, I see 2 Facebook ads, and just the way that things show up on your feed is determined by a certain algorithm. So obviously Facebook's been in the news over the past year, especially with Zuckerberg being on there. And one of the biggest things that's come up through this is just the type of content that's on Facebook. Facebook originally was, like most people know, a community-based platform where people could engage with one another, write on each other's walls, things like that. But over the years, it's become more of a business-centric platform, and that is primarily what Facebook has been under fire for. So in response to that, the algorithm of Facebook has changed to be more people-friendly, to promote people posts and less of businesses' pages posts. So again, Facebook wants to give the user more control over what is seen, and that means businesses' pages posts are seen even less. And Facebook's been promoting group interaction a lot more. I've even gotten ads for Facebook groups. Maybe you've seen that. I think it was even in a Super Bowl commercial. So they want to be more people-centric. So what that means, Hootsuite, which is the #1 scheduling platform for social media, says that only 5.5% of a page's followers will see that organization's post in 2020. So that means if you post something to your page, only 5.5% of the page's followers are going to see that particular post in their feed. So that's something we need to be aware about as we approach Facebook and look at social media. Does that mean we shouldn't post at all? Absolutely not. In fact, that means we should be posting more often. We don't want to spam the people that follow us, but we want to make sure that our message is getting out there and is getting to the people that we know care about what we're doing, right? So throughout this presentation, we're going to have some ETGD, East Texas Giving Day hints that pop up at the bottom. The one for this section is just I want to encourage you guys to optimize as many touch points as possible. So if anyone sees just one element of your social presence, they know that East Texas Giving Day is going on. So whether that's your profile picture, your cover photo, certain posts that you do, pinned posts to the top of your page, we want to make sure that all of that communicates a central message, so that if anyone just interacts with you at one point, there's a common message that's being fed, and that's not only for East Texas Giving Day, but that's throughout the entire year. You want to make sure there's a common message, because if only 5.5% of your page's followers are seeing a post, they may interact with you in a different way, directly on your page or something like that. And you want to make sure that it all is communicating the same message. So let's talk about your profile picture. I know that this is very basic for a lot of you, but there's some things that I want to encourage you guys to take your profile picture to the next step. So the profile picture is the most important element on your page, because not only is it on your is it the main touch point on your page, but also whenever you post, obviously your profile picture appears as well on that post. So that is the most interacted element of your presence on Facebook. So you want to make sure that this profile picture is optimized to the best of its ability. You may or may not know this, but the profile picture is now a circle. That happened within the last year or two. So that means, though, that you want to make sure that nothing is cropped out, because sometimes you may upload a photo that you think is fantastic and that's a square, but it may crop out some certain elements that are on there, or if it has text, it may crop out some certain things. So you want to make sure, first of all, that if you're uploading a new picture for East Texas Giving Day or something like that, that you're not cropping out something that's important. I want to just mention Canva.com. Some of you guys may use it, but it is a free site for graphics and formatting and making sure that your profile picture is accurate and it's the right size. Also, some of you guys may be like, yeah, I want to put this picture on there, but I also want to put the East Texas Giving Day logo on top of my picture, and I don't have the money right now to pay for Photoshop or Illustrator or all these, expensive platforms. Well, good news, Canva.com is a great way for you to put another graphic on top of your picture that you want for your profile picture. So I don't work for Canva. I don't do anything with them, but I just think that they're a great free site. I was a communications director at a church for several years, and I definitely used this platform for a lot of the things that I posted and profile pictures and stuff like that. So just wanted to mention that as a helpful tool for you guys as you're thinking through, oh, maybe I need to put a new profile picture up for East Texas Giving Day. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But something else I wanted to encourage you with, whenever you post a new profile picture or with your current one, make sure that you put a description on that photo with a website, with your website, because a lot of times it's easy for us to just upload a new picture, but we forget to put a description on there and optimize that picture to the best of its ability. So just make sure that you guys are doing that as well. So again, if someone just interacts with you at this one touch point, they still see a description and a website on there. And that you can do that just by clicking on your profile picture, and then there'll be a place where you can say add a description on the right side. So let's talk again, just a temporary profile picture. This is what I want to encourage you guys with for East Texas Giving Day. You can add a temporary profile picture with the East Texas Giving Day logo on your normal photo using Canva. Just kind of stack it up on there. And I know that if Holly hasn't sent it out already, she will definitely provide you guys with that logo so that you can do it. You can do a temporary picture by simply just going to your profile picture section on your businesses or nonprofits page. Just click on this, click update. And then as you are uploading that new photo, there's going to be a button that says make temporary. And you can click that, and then a calendar is going to show up, or you can schedule how long you want that profile picture to be up there. So ideally, if you're doing something for East Texas Giving Day, you'd want that profile picture to be up all the way through East Texas Giving Day, right? So that's just something that's helpful that you can do to optimize your business's page through your profile picture. So your cover photo, again, your profile picture is right here on the left. Cover photo is right here on the right on your nonprofit's page. It is very easy to mess up your cover photo if there's text on it. I don't know if you know this, but mobile actually crops differently than desktop. So here's the layout right here. So a desktop image, it's going to be this wide, but it's not going to be this tall. So if you have some image that's, obviously if you upload it on a desktop, you'll be able to see where it's cropped. But make sure after you upload that, go on your phone and make sure nothing is being clipped off, because these edges on a mobile phone of your cover photo are actually clipped off. So this is the safe zone. If you're uploading a cover photo with text on it, you want to make sure that everything's kind of right here in the middle. And I'm going to be sharing these slides with you guys, including this image, so you can use it to kind of make sure that your formatting is correct and stuff like that. But just wanted to give you all a heads up. It's very easy to crop out some certain elements of your cover photo. So something else I wanted to mention too, you can do multiple photos as your cover photo. So all you do is you go up and kind of hover over your cover photo, click change cover, and then you can click edit slideshow, and then there can be multiple images on your cover photo when people go visit your page. So consider for East Texas Giving Day adding the East Texas Giving Day logo in the corner of your cover photo and doing a second slide promoting the opportunity to give, whether that's through text or even just an image of a motivational picture that represents what you guys do in your nonprofit. I'd encourage y'all to do that and just optimize your cover photo there. So our story, this is actually kind of a new section. These are our dear friends, of course, at East Texas Communities Foundation, and this is their page. And I didn't tell Holly I was going to highlight their page, but I am, because I really like their Our Story section. If you just go, if you're an admin on your page and you just go to your page, you'll notice on this right-hand side, if you haven't finished it or completed it, this will have like ... and it'll say complete Our Story section. And you'll just click that, and then you can optimize this. And this is, again, the new About Us. So traditionally, people went here to the About section, and you can provide a lot of details about your business in there. And there's a lot of line items, but this is kind of a more pretty way to display your story. So again, this is, and then you can rename this. They renamed it to About Us, but you can keep it to say Our Story or whatever. But what you want to put here is, especially as people are coming to your page during East Texas Giving Day, you want to make sure that your mission and your heart is written in this section, the why you do what you do. And so here you might want to upload a photo of your group or a photo representing what you do. If you're the East Texas Giving, or excuse me, if you're the East Texas Food Bank, you might want to, have a picture of people who are on a food chain, packing something or things like that. But that's the Our Story section. It's very simple. You just upload a photo and then you just kind of write a little bit about the mission and the heart of what you do. But you want to make sure that that's optimized for when people come and visit your page. Pinning a post to the top of your page. This is something that a lot of people don't know you can do. But if there's a specific post that you have posted or are going to post, and you want to make sure that as people begin scrolling through your feed on your page, you want to make sure that that's the first thing that they see, you can make sure that that happens by pinning a post. So this is typically some sort of branding piece or video that communicates who you are, what you're doing, a special that's going on, an event that's going on. But all you do is you scroll to the post that you want pinned to the top of your page, and then you click on the little, what are these called? The dots, I forget. But you click on that, and then you click pin to the top of your page, and then that'll make sure that post is at the top of your page. So for us, M. Roberts Digital, this is our promotional video that we show a lot of people, and that is just ongoingly, continuously pinned to the top of our page. It's just kind of a general branding piece to let people know what we do and who we are. So for East Texas Giving Day, something simple I'd recommend is just with a phone, film a video of your team or a team member talking about East Texas Giving Day, post it to your page, and then pin it to the top of your page, right? Super easy, super simple. We're going to talk about the effectiveness of video in just a moment. But that's something I'd highly recommend for East Texas Giving Day, is just that simple video pinned to the top of your page. Inviting the engagers is what I'm calling this section. A lot of people don't know that you can actually invite anyone who's engaged with a post of yours to like your page. So if they haven't liked your page, but they've interacted with your nonprofit in some sort of way, maybe they liked a post of yours, or maybe they liked a video that you shared. If they have liked any sort of post of yours, but haven't liked your page, there's a way that you can invite them to like your page. So how do you do that? I want somebody to do this for me. Anybody. I need one person to go to M. Roberts Digital and like it who doesn't already. So if someone open your Facebook and go there, I'm going to go ahead and go over to here. And you can unlike it afterwards if you like, but M. Roberts Digital, you can just search on Facebook and then like our page. And then this, again, is an amazing way for you to continue to build the number of people that see your posts. For a nonprofit, obviously, you're not as interested in just generating followers, but if you seriously are making a difference in your community and you want more people on board with that, inviting people to like your page it's the same way, like when you talk with somebody and you say, hey, we're doing something amazing here. I want you to be a part of that. So that's the way I look at it for nonprofits, for inviting people to like your page. There's a company that we manage social media for, and in just 5 months, we were able to increase their likes from, and these are organic likes, from 6,000 to 9,500, and it's continuing to skyrocket there. So I love that. I love the way that we're able to continue to build. So here's somebody right here that liked the video, and I thank you if that was one of you guys. I think it was a couple of you. So all I did, if you are an admin on your page, I'm on our company's Facebook page right here, and I just want to go to my notifications. Okay, and we'll talk about if you're on your page and you're not seeing this, we're going to talk about just briefly how to add somebody as a user to your page, and you might want to get with someone who manages your Facebook page. We're going to do that just in a moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to notifications right here. And under my notifications, I can see, oh, look, here are some new people who have liked our video on our page. And so I'm going to go ahead and click this, and it's going to pull up just this notification thing. And again, thank you for liking it. You can unlike it later on if you like. But I'm going to go here to see all the people that have liked the video. And I can see, look, these few people now on here haven't liked the page yet. And so what I can do is just click invite, invite, invite. And I won't be offended if you don't accept, but that is how you do it. And what's cool is if people have either already liked your page or you've invited them in the past, you won't be able to invite you won't be able to invite them again. So that's just an easy way for you to continue to build your followers. And again, like I said, I know that as nonprofits, you're not as concerned with that, but I like to view it as, hey, we're inviting you to see more ways of how you can be involved in the important things that we're doing as a nonprofit. So just thought I'd point that out. That's an amazing way for you to continue to build your followers, continue to build a community of people who are engaged with what you're doing. So I mentioned adding a user. If you if you're on your nonprofits page and you're not seeing this top bar, again, this top bar is only for people who are either admins or editors on your page. You need to make sure that somebody who is an admin invites you to manage the page. So that's pretty simple. For that person who is already an admin, you just go to the settings section at the top of your page. And then what's going to pop down is your whole settings back end, and there's going to be a bunch of options on your left. And then you just click page roles. And under page roles, you'll see this section right here where you assign a new page role. You begin typing someone's name or their email, and then you can set the role that you want them to have. So if you don't want them to control your entire page, but you want them to be able to post, you'll just click editor and then click add. Or if you want them to be an admin, you can just click admin and then add as well. If you're already friends with that person on Facebook, their name will pop up here. If you're not, you may have to get their personal email that they use to log into Facebook. So just wanted to throw that out there. Again, I will send these slides to you guys. So if you need to kind of nudge somebody in your nonprofit and say, hey, I'm not on the page, can you invite me? This will be an easy way for you to share with them how to do that, okay? So wrapping up this section before we move on to the next one, I think we're doing good on time here. Got about 30 minutes left. Other platforms, should I be on them? Should you be on them as a nonprofit? That depends. That depends on what your nonprofit is about. It depends on the type of content that you have. It depends on how people interact with you. So here are some other platforms that are out there: Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and TikTok. If you're not sure what TikTok is, it is the new craze in the youngins, and it is it's a pretty interesting platform with a crazy algorithm where you get a lot of likes and views very quickly, but not necessarily local. So TikTok's fun. It's a great way to reach a younger generation, but it's mainly for larger, more nationwide organizations. Instagram, like I said, there's 1 billion monthly active users on there. If your nonprofit has someone who is dedicated to taking photos, or who's just like, I love posting photos, and you have some pretty things to show off or some really motivational or moving images that you want to show off, Instagram is great for you. Instagram, again, is very image heavy. So if photos are something that you guys want to use to show off what you do, Instagram is great. I actually recommend that everybody have a YouTube channel. Video, which we're going to talk about in just a moment, is the most powerful tool on the internet. Everybody should be doing videos for their nonprofit, for their business regularly. And YouTube is a great way and a great place to host those videos. Twitter is more of a quick, obviously news-centric sort of platform. So if there's always something that you guys like to update people on, Twitter is a great way to do that. LinkedIn, again, is more business-to-business connection. Pinterest, if you guys constantly are doing things that are creative and that are ways that you really want to just share with others, okay, how can if people are out there looking for creative ways to make a difference and you think you've got some creative ways, Pinterest is a great platform to be on. So, excuse me, need to hydrate. So those are just a few things to consider, and just my brief very brief overview of them. If you'd like more information or want some more suggestions on that, again, feel free in this go-to meeting to post your comments in the comment section, and we'll try to get to them at the end of this webinar, or I will send the answers in an email along with the slides. Okay? So what we just talked about, again, is optimizing your presence. So you want to make sure that your presence is optimized for when people come and they are checking out your page, when they're following your posts back to your page. Optimizing your presence is a great thing to do just in general, but especially for East Texas Giving Day, okay? Now, people will go to your profile and they will look around, especially for nonprofits. I've found that people are more likely to go to your page and look around because they want to know what you're about, right? They want to see how you're engaged in the community. They want to see what you're doing because they want to know, do I want to be a part of this, right? That's what people are thinking as they're looking through your page. So they're more likely to look at your page. But in general, people are going to see the content that your page produces way more than they see your page. Now, again, you're like, wait, but I thought you said only 5.5% of people that follow see your content, see your posts. And that's true, but even less than that are going to see your profile. So your content is important, is extremely important, because again, people that aren't connected to your page may see your content if someone who's engaged with your page shares a post of yours. So through shares, people are able to be reached that aren't already connected with your business, that don't already like your page. So enhancing your content, making sure that the things you put out there, that you think through those, is an extremely important thing to do. So I have some helpful tips for you guys today, hopefully that they are able to just allow your East Texas Giving Day to be the best that it can be. And not only for that, but beyond. So here's some things we're going to talk about. Videos, extremely important. Polls and articles, people posts, tags and hashtags, and then the oh so helpful tool of scheduling posts. Okay? So I'm excited to talk about it. Videos are huge. The most engaging content type on social media. They're also the most intimidating, right? You might be like, I know that. I know videos are so good. I watch them all the time, but I don't feel like I can post a video in a good or well way. So we're going to talk about that. But I just want to go over these stats. Listen, viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to 10% when reading it in text. 95%, y'all. Isn't that insane? So videos are so important, especially as you are communicating your message as a nonprofit. Social media posts with video have 48% more views. So that 5% we talked about, it's going to go up if you use a post with a video. Social video gets shared 1,200% more than text and images combined. What? 1,200% more. So if you guys are looking for a way to really reach out there this East Texas Giving Day, video is going to be your go-to. Here is a huge East Texas Giving Day hint. I really want to encourage you guys to take part in the free, F-R-E-E, East Texas Giving Day promo video filming on April 2nd for your nonprofit. And it's going to be filmed by us, M. Roberts Digital. We have a partnership with the East Texas Communities Foundation, where we bring you guys into our professional studio. We film you with high quality HD cameras, and we actually edit together a promotional video for your nonprofit. And this video, guys, is typically valued anywhere from $500 to $1,000. And you can get this for free. Obviously, you have to come to our studio, but I really just want to encourage you guys. This is an amazing opportunity that you have. So Holly is going to be sending out more details on that, but I wanted to go ahead and mention that because, again, videos are your bestest friend on social media. Okay? So videos. Paying someone for a quality video is a fantastic idea, right? But not for a post every week. So I love for my nonprofit friends, we do a lot of work for nonprofits because, you know, East Texas is huge. You guys and your nonprofits, there are a ton of y'all and you do amazing work. And for a lot of our nonprofits, we do a huge, you know, banquet video every year where at their banquet, we do like a highlight video where we recap the entire year and it's professionally done and it looks amazing. And they pay us, you know, for that, to do that well. And so that's something I want to encourage you to do, but you don't want to do that every week, every month. You don't have the resources for it. So here's what I want to encourage you to do. DIY video. Now please do not be intimidated. It's amazing, really, the quality that we have on our cell phones these days. It is an acceptable quality to use on social media. So I want to encourage you, use your phone to record videos, to use as posts on social media. Please, please, please make sure you hold it sideways. It's a pet peeve of mine. I know the natural way is to do up and down, but just to take your video a tiny inkling of a bit more professional, make sure you hold your phone sideways. And then just, if you're like, I don't have Premiere, I don't have Final Cut Pro, I don't even know if I have Windows Movie Maker, you know, that is okay. The amazing thing is there are apps these days that you can edit on. One that I use on my phone is called Splice. Literally, you just pick all the videos that you want to put together into one singular video, throw it on this easy timeline, and then you can just shorten them or lengthen them as long as you like. So that is something I really want to encourage you guys to be confident in, and to just take it one step at a time. You know, make a short video, do something meaningful, and then put it on your social media. I'm going to give you guys a couple of ideas for what you can do specifically, but I just want to encourage you to take the next step in making videos. Something I also want to encourage you in is to make sure your videos have captions. After you upload a video as a post on Facebook, as you go through the posting process, there's actually a place where it's going to ask you, do you want to do captions? And they can auto-generate those captions for you. Or you can make sure they have text graphics. If you're a little more text or editing savvy, you can put that on there. But listen to this statistic. 92% of mobile users watch videos with the sound off, and it's not on there, but most of those times are in the restroom. And a lot of you are probably like, yep, absolutely, that's what I do. I'm in the restroom and I watch videos, but obviously with the sound off, because that would be really awkward. So captions are actually super important. Or making sure that that description is on there is also important. Here's some video ideas, okay? Just take your phone, give a little tour of your nonprofit. Film some event coverage, do a staff interview, do a testimony of somebody who's impacted by what you do. Do an event announcement or just an encouraging message. Maybe you do Encouragement Mondays, you know, and you have a little message that you share every Monday. I don't know, whatever it is for you, just get your phone out and begin filming these little encouraging messages. As East Texas Giving Day is coming, you know, film a simple video of a team member talking about exactly what a donation in action looks like. So maybe if you have a food pantry, you're in the pantry and you're saying, hey guys, like East Texas Giving Day is coming. When you give during East Texas Giving Day, your gift is doing this, and you show them with video what their gift is going to do, right? You show off clothes that are giving away. You interview an impacted person. That is just a simple and great way through video to show off what you're doing. Polls and articles. So a new feature for businesses pages, for your nonprofits page, is a poll. Again, we're just trying to think through right now, what are some of the most interactive and engaging ways that I can utilize my social media during this event, during this time? How can I get people engaged? So again, a poll is a great way to do that. So as you're on your business's page and you're like, I'm going to do a new post, but before you begin writing that post, click again on these little dots. That's going to drive me nuts because I forget what they're called. Click on these little dots, and then all these options will pop up that you might not have known are there, and then click poll, and what you will be able to do is provide two different options that people can interact with. They can vote yes or no, or this or that. So you can say, hey, what service project should we do next? Should we hand out, food to these people, or should we go and provide this service to this other people? You can provide these votes out there that allow people to engage more. Now, I want to mention this note about articles real quick. It's great to share articles from your website or articles, from other websites that you love, and those are good to do regularly. But I want to make sure you guys are aware of this. Facebook is pretty selfish, okay? They don't want traffic leaving their site. So that's why when you post a link to a YouTube video on Facebook versus directly uploading a video to Facebook, the video that's directly uploaded to Facebook is going to have far more views and reach and interaction than the link that you shared to YouTube. Does that make sense? Facebook wants you to stay on their site, and they don't like you as much sharing articles that direct to other sites or direct away from Facebook. So it'll still reach people, but just to make you aware, posts that are directly posted to Facebook versus articles that are shared will get far more engagement and reach and interactions. So just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Continue posting your articles, linking to your website, all that sort of stuff, but just something to keep in mind about Facebook. People posts. Oh, I forgot to make this in part of the slideshow. Oh well. You get to see a hint ahead of time. People posts, the most important kind, y'all. People matter most. And for a lot of y'all, that may be why you are involved in a nonprofit. That's what other people want to see, is posts about people and people doing good work, people doing things that make a meaningful impact, right? So some ideas about your posts. Again, we want the content to be people-centric. So post birthdays about people that are on staff or people you're interacting with, funny stories, work anniversaries. Here's the big one, just tell a story. You've probably seen those posts that are shared and have millions of views, right? Well, all those posts are posts that are stories, motivational stories. And guess what? You guys in your nonprofit, you are doing meaningful work. You're doing motivational things. And so I know you have stories that you've heard that need to be told. So I want to encourage you, share those stories, because that's what gets people engaged and gets them pumped about interacting with and giving to your nonprofit, right? Here's something that I really do want to encourage you with. Give an easy, practical way for people to help. Give an easy, practical way for people to help, but let them know how important it is. So this is just about the human nature in general. But again, we want to do something meaningful, but a lot of times we don't have time for it, or we can't dedicate that much to it. So, for example, there's a nonprofit that I follow on Facebook, and they do ministry with babies and young children and all that stuff like that. And they posted on their social media last week, hey, we are needing some size 5 diapers. We're running out. Something easy you can do is just order them on Amazon and ship them directly directly to our nonprofit, to our location. And so you know what I did, guys? I went on there and I immediately ordered diapers and sent them to that nonprofit. Now, I'm not trying to brag on what I did. I'm just saying I was motivated. That was easy. That was something simple that I could immediately know I am helping out and making a difference for this nonprofit. And it's easy. I can do it, on my lunch break, and I want to be involved in that. So again, East Texas Giving Day is that easy way to get them involved. Let your followers know that how easy it is to donate on East Texas Giving Day. You just click 2 buttons and then bam, they're already ready to donate. If they're not able to give this year, ask them to share your post about East Texas Giving Day, right? That's something that people are like, man, I love this ministry. I love this nonprofit. I love what they're doing, but I just can't give this year. So giving them another opportunity to be involved in your nonprofit and to still make a difference by just sharing that post is huge, right? You're still inviting them to be a part of what you're doing in an easy and practical way. So people posts, things that engage, things that tell a story, things that allow for people to be a part of your nonprofit in a simple way, but that also is important, right? Those are the kind of posts that we want. Tags and hashtags. And again, we're getting close to the end of this section. I might briefly talk about Facebook ads, and then we'll look at questions. But thank you guys so much for hanging with me here and for learning and growing alongside me. Tags and hashtags. So hashtags originally were a big deal, right? Everybody was hashtagging this, hashtagging that, hashtag, right? They've since declined in value. And just so you guys know what hashtags do, when you hashtag something like hashtag ET Giving Day, which, by the way, is the actual hashtag of East Texas Giving Day that I want to encourage you to use in all your East Texas Giving Day posts. When you hashtag that, it gets added to a public collection of everything under that hashtag, right? People can actually follow hashtags and see posts anytime someone hashtags with that particular hashtag. So hashtags are best effective for events or national movements or national holidays. So for East Texas Giving Day, a hashtag makes the most sense. But in general, it's not as important as it originally was to be using hashtag. What about tags? So a tag is when you mention someone else, you mention another page in your post. So in this post that our company did, we filmed a video for the Brown Duck in Longview, which is everything Carhartt and more. Pretty cool store. But we made sure to tag them. And then what that does is when you tag or mention that page in your post, that page, the Brown Duck, gets notified. Hey, you were tagged. Again, in that notification section that we looked at earlier, they are notified that, hey, M. Roberts Digital tagged you in their post, and they're likely to share your post to their page, obviously getting greater exposure and increasing the number of people that you're able to interact with. So in order to start tagging, if you don't know, in order to start tagging a business, all you got to do is, as you're typing out your post, just hit the @ sign and begin typing that page's name. And most likely it'll show up as you begin typing it. Okay, but that's just something else you can do. You might want to mention you might want to @ the East Texas Giving Day page or @ the East Texas Communities Foundation. And especially if it's during the East Texas Giving Day week, I can guarantee you that you will be liked and shared if you do that. So just want to encourage you guys to make sure that you're doing that. And it's just an easy way to increase interactions and optimize, enhance your content. Scheduling posts. If you do not know how to do this, this may save your life. So let's look at this in real time. So again, I'm an admin on my page right here, right? I can schedule as many posts as I want, as far out as I want. And guys, this may save you a ton of time, right? If you're doing this, this can just, I don't know, save your life. So what I want to do is I just want to click the publishing tools. So I'm on my page. Whoops. On my page. If I click publishing tools, it's going to bring me to this section. And I can see all of my past published posts, the amount of reach and clicks and actions I got. But what I want to do is I want to come over here to scheduled posts. I want to click on that and then click create. And then after I begin typing my post, ETGD is awesome, I can click schedule posts. And then what that's going to allow me to do is click the exact date and time when I can schedule my posts. And y'all, this is truly a lifesaver, right? Because there are so many important days like, oh, on East Texas Giving Day, I want to make sure I post something, but I don't want to forget. Good news, you can go ahead and schedule a post that far in advance for East Texas Giving Day. So really wanted to make sure that you guys knew about that if you didn't already. You can also just create drafts on there. So if you're not sure if you even want to schedule it, but you just want to go ahead and start composing that post, that is available to you as well. So guys, that is the bulk of the content I have for this section. We talked about optimizing your presence, your profile picture, your cover photo, all that sort of stuff, and enhancing your content, the type of posts that you are posting out there, the way that you are interacting with others. We really highlighted video as the most important way for you to connect, right? So that's kind of the big overview. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Real quick, I want to touch base on social media ads. I don't want to spend a ton of time here, and I don't want to confuse you, but I do want to just mention briefly that ads aren't just great for for-profit businesses. In fact, ads by community-oriented nonprofits get far better results with engagement and response than businesses' ads do. Why is that? Well, because when somebody sees your ad on their page and they know, oh, I know that nonprofit, they do good work right here in my community, they're more likely to like that, to engage with it, than they are to see, a Swiffer ad that they're like, okay, yeah, national brand, I get it, Swiffer. I don't know how you're tracking me because I just bought one, but anyway, nonprofit advertising on social media is a fantastic opportunity for you to spread your reach, especially during East Texas Giving Day. So that's something that we offer. I don't want to sound salesy on here. If you're able to create your own ads, please just do that. There are a lot of great folks and people that do social media ads. The bang for your buck is phenomenal. And again, there is a difference. I just want to briefly mention between boosting a post and a social media ad. A lot of people don't know that. But a boosted post, it's able to reach more people than those who like your page, but targeting options and reporting items are limited. This focuses primarily on those who like your page and their friends, and not all posts are able to show up on Instagram because Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same people. I don't know if you know that. So there's an awesome opportunity for integration, but with boosted posts, there's less of an opportunity. With a social media ad, an actual ad, you're able to reach more people than those who like your page, and you're able to do advanced targeting options that you're not able to do with a boosted post. And it optimizes both Facebook and Instagram. So there's some really cool oohs and ahs about who you can target and how you can target by demographics, interests, behaviors, page interaction, relationship status, entertainment, hobbies, people who have liked your page already, who've interacted. And it's no surprise here that, again, video has the best interaction for Facebook ads as well. So what I'm thinking is, eventually if we may do another social media training, and we may cover Facebook ads in that training as well. But I'll go ahead and include this Facebook ad stack in the ads, or in the deck that I give you guys today. Okay. So I really want to, again, thank you for your time. Thank you for the opportunity for me to share with you guys. East Texas Giving Day is huge. It's an amazing opportunity for you guys to raise the money that you need to continue to have the investment and the impact for your nonprofit. And so social media is a fantastic way to do that, and an amazing way for you to interact. So again, Holly in the comments posted that the logo is available on easttexasgivingday.org. She's going to email more information about the video. And ellipses, yes, thank you so much. I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to say the word because I knew I was going to butcher it. But it doesn't look like there's any comments. But again, questions, please email Holly. Feel free to email me. My email is jordan@mrobertsdigital.com. And I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Holly is going to be sharing this recorded webinar. So you'll get that, be able to share it with your coworkers, friends, and I'll make sure to get you this deck. But from everybody at East Texas Communities Foundation and M. Roberts Digital, we want to wish you good luck on East Texas Giving Day. And thank you so much for your time and for being a part of this social media training. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We appreciate y'all.